If you're a YouTuber, you're going to want to see my workflow, how I rapidly crank out researched videos on 5 different channels with AI, combining multiple AI and recording videos in real time off the top of my head in OBS. This is the most incredible YouTube workflow I've ever seen in terms of speed. It is super efficient. I just cranked out a 23-minute researched video right before this, and it only took me like an hour of real time to do the whole thing from start to publish. If you are wondering how to use AI to speed up, I'm going to show you the details for everything here. If you need help for any of this, go to jerrybanfield.com, schedule a one-on-one Zoom call with me. So the first thing I do now is before I even start a video, I get my phone out and I go into voice memos on Apple. I record a short voice memo. In the case of this video, I recorded a voice memo for about 2 minutes called AI Workflow. And I talked about the kind of video idea I have in my head. Then I copied that and pasted it into both ChatGPT and I pasted it into Gemini because each of these gives different ideas. So I take exactly what I said here. This is a transcript that I talked into my phone for 2 minutes. Then I asked ChatGPT to come up with titles. And then I also want to make them compliant for Google ads. So I put them in Google ads also. And I say, make sure the titles are ads compliant because I want to be able to advertise these. Because what I'm showing you, no matter what size audience you have, if you can crank out videos quickly and then advertise them, you've got a way to build an audience right there. Thus, I went and put the same prompt in Google Gemini. I have subscriptions to both of these. So I have a pro subscription with ChatGPT and with Google. So I put the same prompt in each of them. I see what it says for the title idea. Then I often compare what they say to each other. Now, if I have a deeper topic I need to research, like this one, I can just do this off the top of my head because I'm literally doing this every day now. But like if I'm reviewing something in detail and I need to pull all kinds of stuff from the internet, I will just have a conversation back and forth and I'll say, I might do a 5 or 10 minute voice memo talking about what I want to know about and all the things I want to address. And then I'll put that in both ChatGPT and Gemini. And I'll have them pull a bunch of data for me. Then I'll compare what they said to each other. I'll look anything up I need to myself. I'll go back and forth with them. And then I'll ask ChatGPT or Google. I'll often pull the input from one AI into the other AI. And that way, one will pull better data in some areas. They'll cross-reference each other. Then I'll crank that out in a Word document. For my last video, I cranked out like a 7-page Word document with bullet points for an entire video outline. I literally just talked through it after taking like 15 minutes in the AI to put my points together in a very coherent way to pull the exact data I needed to make my points and to even, argue counterpoints that I wouldn't have addressed otherwise. For this video, it's much simpler. So I just come up with a title idea. I pull this title in that I liked better from Gemini, but then ChatGPT disagrees with that. So then it comes up with this one that I like. I like how I research, plan, and publish YouTube videos with AI because that's a title that I can very easily advertise in Google. And then I've learned how to do thumbnails. ChatGPT is so good at thumbnails, but I also use Gemini for thumbnails as well. So then I get a thumbnail cranked out. This exact thumbnail is cranked out by ChatGPT, and it's amazing how good it is. So this only took, first I put this prompt with the title, and what I do is I record my videos in OBS. So you can see right here how I'm recording this in OBS. I have in OBS, I'll take this off, my face off, and then you can see I just put my face on over here. Then I have the screen captured. I have 3 monitors, so OBS is on the right side. Then I screen capture the main monitor. If I switch to a scene with a background, then I just have a background on here instead of, it covers up whatever's on the screen. So I generate this thumbnail in ChatGPT, but I like part of what it did, but I refine it. So I tell it, make the logos and make it come out like this. So then it cranks the thumbnail out like that. Then I take the thumbnail, put it in OBS. Now, I've done like tens of thousands of videos, so I don't generally use a script for my videos. However, in subjects where I'm covering like deep research and don't want to just go off on tangents and say generic things, then I'll actually pull a word outline from the AI to help me, stay a little bit more on track and not just repeat what I've said over and over in other videos. In this video, I don't even need to do that because I just need to show you the workflow. So here I got the thumbnail, and the thumbnail looks amazing. Like, this is sweet. Then with the thumbnail ready, then I get ready whatever I need to talk about, whether that's a research video, or in this case, it's just showing you my process. So I get that ready, and then I talk through that. I show whatever I need to on screen. When it's done, I then use the following process to upload. So right here, like on this Jerry Banfield at Jerry Banfield Coach channel, I just started this channel. I deleted everything and started 5 new channels last year because, well, my story about that is where that's the first video on this channel where I started the 15 YouTube channels. Now I'm back. You can see my full journey on that one if you want. But what I do once I get a video recorded, then I take the video and immediately start uploading it in YouTube Studio. As soon as I do that, then what I do is I drop the video here into Adobe Premiere Pro, and then I get the transcript out of it in Adobe Premiere Pro. I export the transcript to a text file. And once with the transcript exported to a text file, then what I do is I put the text file back into ChatGPT, and then I tell it to write me a YouTube description. And I also sometimes have it generate other title ideas in case there's a better one based on my actual transcript. I have it generate the YouTube description, putting timestamps in the video, and I then have it do the tags. So I immediately take the transcript. I bought a $2,000 gaming PC, so this thing rips the transcript rapidly out of Adobe Premiere Pro. It only takes like a couple of minutes. So within a couple of minutes, I've got a transcript. I drop that into ChatGPT. I turn it into a YouTube description and tags. I stick that in there. I go to Adobe Premiere Pro and I simply take a screenshot from the video, stick that up as a thumbnail, because A/B testing most of the time is not worth it. If you're a smaller channel or you're newer, you're actually making things harder for yourself. And I'm big into just get what I have to say and get the help I have to others out as fast as possible. So I do that. Then meanwhile, I'll go into Gemini and I'll paste the transcript in Gemini and I'll say, check this and see if it can be used in Google Ads. And then sometimes, like I made this video on my gaming channel recently where I was doing a video talking about, coming back to gaming, and I wanted to run it as an ad, but I said a couple of things in the video that Gemini's like, for YouTube community, that's fine. You can say that. But Google Ads have much more strict terms and conditions than do just regular videos on YouTube. So for Google's guidelines for ads, Gemini said, don't say that, or that. So I went back through, refilmed the whole video, then checked the transcript through Gemini, and Gemini said that one's good for Google Ads. Sure enough, I just put the ad in Google and it is running right now. So I upload the video with the thumbnail. I put it on, I wait for the checks to complete, then I set it to public, and then it immediately is able to start out and go live. Then I go straight into Google Ads and I show how I created a unlisted video ads. But I'm testing doing them public to see which one works better. Public gives you the ability to kind of get social proof on here. Like this one, I'm doing an ad on a public video because then it has some social proof, which can help it get some more organic clicks. So I show the process here to create unlisted videos, but it's basically very similar to do them with public videos as well. So I did that in the last video on this channel. I showed how to do that. So what's amazing with this process, it takes me about 3 hours a day, and I can put out 5 videos a day on 5 different channels and get organic traffic. Some of my channels get thousands of organic views per video on brand new channels because the subject material is hot and because my videos on it are hitting Google standards for authority, are well done, and are giving people valuable information. Then I just do that over and over again. Then I monetize all that by having people go to my website and schedule calls with me on every channel at jerrybanfield.com. Because then I have then I'm not sending people to courses. Then I can talk about all different subjects. Then I can test and see, if I talk about YouTube and workflows with AI, do people go to my website and pay to schedule calls with me on that subject? Or if I talk about, my day and the things I'm going through with online dating, for example, do people go schedule calls to talk to me about their dating profile? Like, the beautiful thing is you can use the strategy I'm using right now with AI. If you hardly have any traffic on YouTube, you can just start out, crank videos out, test them in ads and test with the AI workflow. It speeds everything up. The main thing I see that YouTubers do wrong, especially smaller YouTubers, is you take too much time to do your videos. The biggest difference between me as a professional, besides the camera I have, which is a Sony FX30, and I have a f2.8 lens on it, and then I have a Rodecaster Duo and an RE20 microphone. So that's like $3,000 of audio and video equipment, and this $200 Stream Deck here that I am able to change scene with like this. I got the big one. And then I have like the $20 a month subscription to ChatGPT and Gemini, and like $30 a month for Adobe Premiere Pro for all the apps. So besides those things, the biggest difference between, to me, a professional and an amateur is amateurs often take a lot of time to put out videos that don't even get watched. And professionals either put a ton of time into videos that get watched a lot, or crank out videos rapidly and then figure out which ones actually get organic views. Thus, I think the ideal thing for most people is to be able to crank out videos faster, because the faster you can make a video, the faster you can test and grow. I remember Mr. Beast giving advice saying that, you don't even need to think about doing anything on YouTube until you've done 100 videos. And that's how I look at it too. Like, until you've done 100 videos, like, you don't know anything about YouTube. And the fastest way to do 100 videos, if you can do 5 videos a day, in 3 weeks, you can do 100 videos on YouTube. And at the rate I'm going, in 3 weeks, I'll have 100 videos out, spread out on 5 channels on different topics. Now, this addresses the most important thing to me as a creator, is burnout. Because if I just grind out videos trying to get views and do clickbait and all that stuff, I get burned out. But if I just do videos trying to help someone every day, having fun, stepping up in my studio, if I can very easily take an idea I have in my head and put it out on YouTube, and then I get organic traffic from it, and then I can use ads to see if I can expand organic traffic, then that feels really good, and it's all fun. So if you've enjoyed this video, this is a video for my Jerry Banfield Coach channel, which is just called Jerry Banfield, and it's at Jerry Banfield Coach. If you want more Jerry Banfield, go to jerrybanfield.com. All my channels are linked there, and you can schedule a call there. Thanks for watching, and I respond to all the comments. So if you have questions, if you have comments, drop a comment, and I'll be happy to answer any questions you have in the comments. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you again soon.